It's Charlie Scene from Hollywood Undead, and I'm blowing it up on Capital Chaos TV. Playing the show today, I think this is our third time playing Aftershock, and it's always, we've seen the crowd grow. For us, at least, when we first played, we played to like 200 people here, but now it feels like that was like 50,000 out there. I don't know how much this holds, but it was good. Every Danny Wimmer festival is always awesome. It reminds me of the ones in Europe, where it seems like they really provide for the people, and they always have good food and a lot of beer and a lot of options and good lineups when it comes to music. So it's cool. Yeah, our new record, it's coming out on October 27th. It's called 5. It's our 5th record. We named it 5 just because that was like always our goal, because when you sign a record contract, usually it's 5 records. So we're like, if we ever make it to 5, then that's going to be fucking insane. So we made it to 5, so we named it 5, and we're super stoked. We worked with a couple of the same producers we worked with before. But on this one, J-Dog in the band and I produced 7 songs that are going on the record. So there's a lot of self-produced stuff that we're super excited about. Yeah. I started playing guitar when I was 6. When I first saw Tom Petty's Free Fallin' music video, made me want to get into music. So Tom Petty was a big influence for me, wanting to play guitar and sing. So yeah, it really was devastating when I found out that he died, man. That one really affected me. But yeah, so I started playing guitar when I was really young, and I've been in bands my whole life, and then I got into Hollywood Undead, and I kind of learned how to produce and do our own thing, because a lot of times when I write a song and we take it to a producer, I disagree with them on the changes they make. Sometimes it feels like they change it just for the sake of changing it. So now I just wanted to write a song and finish it from beginning to end, so it's exactly the way I want it to be heard. Well, it's changed now. Before it was like a band would take songs to a producer, and they would kind of change the song or develop it and try to make it better. But now it seems like producers are kind of more engineers as well, where they can they record the guitars. They work from the song from a skeleton to the finished product. So it's all just trying to get shit to sound good, and that's what I've really been focusing on is learning how to get everything from like a guitar sound I like to a good drum sound to every single detail in a song and get it to exactly the way I want it to sound. I kind of play the piano a little bit well enough to get by, but yeah, mainly guitar, a little bit of drums. Yeah, that's it, man. Music, it means everything to me, man. It's like life without music sucks, and no matter what kind of mood you're in, if you're depressed or you're happy, there's a song for you that kind of gets you through anything you're going through, and it's just the soundtrack of your life. This year, holy shit, I don't listen to anything new, man. I don't. I'm so behind the times. I still play classic rock. That's what I listen to. Still five things I'm cracked out on? Oh, music. Okay, not drug-wise. Okay. Yeah, I'm cracked out on crack, actual crack. And then music-wise, I listen to the Beatles. I listen to Sgt. Pepper's. I listen to Tom Petty's Greatest Hits. I listen to Creedence. I just got the new Ghost record. That's a new album. I like that a lot. Yeah, Ghost is a really good band. I listen to Muse. That's pretty much it. The first concert I ever went to that changed my life was Stone Temple Pilots. Seeing Scott Weiland up there, him as a front man, and his presence was just insane. He was jumping up on the amps and just kind of slithering around like a snake, and I was like, holy shit, that's what I want to do. And I know I'll never be as good as Scott, but that's what I aspire for. It seems like the scene kind of died out right when we formed, we grew up in Hollywood. So in the 80s, there was definitely the hair metal scene. And then in the 90s, there's the grunge scene. And then it seems like when we came out mid to late 2000s, there wasn't really a scene in LA. There wasn't really a certain genre of music that was going around, It was kind of indie, the end of indie rock, it seemed like. And kind of 80s rock was kind of making a comeback. But it was pretty much a wide open thing when we started, which I think kind of worked in our benefit. Oh, okay. Well, I'm old school, so Johnny Cash That's that's the first one where I bought the album and then the live album and then the DVD and then the live DVD and all that shit. Yeah, Johnny Cash. I used to be in a Johnny Cash tribute band. Yeah, before Hollywood Undead, the Joaquin Phoenixes. Yeah. Shit, I could play probably a little over 30. Yeah. Definitely. I mean, there's a song called Bullet that kind of has a country feel to it and a little bit of chicken pick and stuff, like that train kind of beat. And that was definitely inspired by Johnny Cash, for sure. The guys in Atreyu, man. The Atreyu guys are super cool. We toured with them a while back, and those guys were just super cool. So we've hung out and kept in touch. So anytime we see those guys, we always hang out and say hi. Oh, shit. I hope there's not a civil war. I don't think there's going to be. I think now is just a super interesting time in the world. Like, with everything going on, you know, if you agree with it or you don't, at least the machine working behind the curtain is being exposed, and people are starting to think a little bit more openly and not so much like sheep. So I think that it's just a very interesting time. I don't know if it's good or bad, but we'll see. Tom Petty and Johnny Cash, Back from the Dead. That'd be my dream tour. See, Full Moon Fever by Tom Petty, Sgt. Pepper's by the Beatles, and Hollywood Undead 5. Our new record, I Take It to the Grave. When I was born, God said you can have one of two things. You can either have a perfect memory or a big dick. And I can't remember which one I chose, bro. You like that one? Hell yeah.